resonance. So from that, really, the point always is really, what are you doing inside of yourself? You're not dependent on what someone else outside of yourself does in any way, shape, or form. People have an influence on each other, but they don't control each other. So
yeah. So what we're doing on Real Coaching Radio and TV Network, Jane, is bringing this out to the public, so it's no longer happening in bubbles. And then what I mean by bubbles, a therapeutic session is a bubble. It's between two people. A group therapy session is a bubble. It's between a group of people, and so on. What we're attempting to do at Real Coaching Radio and TV Network is to bring consciousness to the public view. What does it look like, and what does it feel like?
Well, are you saying for this when I'm out relating in the world? I started out when I was a child, really out of it, really in a fog, really having
Me too.
no sense of making. I couldn't make sense of anything. It's like I was
Me
walking
too.
through molasses, and and
I can relate.
What? Pardon?
I can relate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And so it's been a process of awakening, and basically I found myself more and more withdrawing from people, and eventually I started hooking into a very strong vision, which I've partly already explained. You could say I'm a very ordinary person being propelled forward by an extraordinary vision. And so basically, I have now sort of come round circle about beginning to engage again. But the way I'm engaging now is through accessing that current of life, that current of truth, that current of what really makes me excited. So
yes, we have to be an example, Jane.
Exactly. So rather than I'm not meant to be a follower. I tried to be a follower as a child because I didn't have a vision and I couldn't do it. I was just sort of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm burning with this vision, and so I'm connected. So when I'm relating to people, when I'm really present, I can't say I'm present all the time, but more and more, I'm relating from that what's alive, which is love, which is what really matters, which is that living current of life, which I feel in alignment with or resonate with in another person. So that's how I more and more are relating out in the world. I go to the grocery store and I feel a love connection with someone else, or make a joke or something in which my heart is connected to their heart, or something real is happening, or I make a comment about something that I see. It's like things come alive. So I don't know if that's how I would answer your question.
Yeah, fantastic. So what you're really saying is there's no requirement for us as human beings to pretend or to be someone else because we are at a grocery store, because we are at a meeting, or because we are at a party. We can actually be ourselves, our true authentic selves, and we can do it anywhere, at any time, which includes the internet.
Yeah, absolutely. And the good news about it is, because the consciousness of humanity has been evolving, we won't get killed for doing it, whereas in the past we might.
Yes.
In past eras.
Yes. Yes. Actually, people are much more open than they have ever been before.
Except maybe if you're in Egypt, or if you're, different parts of the country are struggling with it. I mean, different
Yeah,
parts
well,
of the
before
world.
something can change, I think both you and I know, when things get way, way, way far ahead of us, and when we put up with things, and when we make things that are not normal to be normal and acceptable, for them to change, they have to come down first.
Right.
You know, how do I know this? Well, I was born in a communist country.
Were you? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What country?
Hungary.
Oh, wow.
So there was no way to change the communist system.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how unhappy anybody has become, because people have actually embraced it. It was not their truth, but they put up with it and embraced it anyway, because they didn't have the courage to do anything different, which is basically the same thing. I believe that when I as a person don't know who I am, and I join my neighbor that doesn't know who they are,